Okay, Assalamualaikum. So for this week 10, we proceed to chapter 6. Okay, market structure. But before we continue to chapter 6, okay, I want just to explain the concept of revenue. Okay, ini daripada chapter sebelum ni, previous chapter. Okay, sebab yang ni berkaitan dengan chapter 6. So takutnya you dah tak ingat dah chapter 5 tu. So sebab tu saya ajar dalam chapter 6. Okay, simple je. First we go to the concept of revenue. What is meant by revenue? Income earned by a firm which sell goods and services at a given market price. Okay, income received by sellers lah or producers lah. Okay, when the firm or sellers sells goods and services at a given market price. So total revenue is total income earned. Okay, total income earned by producer. So how to calculate TR, total revenue? Price times quantity. Okay, price times quantity. TR equal to P times Q. Average revenue, income earned from each unit of output. Okay, bila you tambah output, berapa banyak income yang income yang diperoleh oleh setiap output lah. Okay, so the formula is AR equal to AR over Q. Okay, same goes to AC. Kalau kita kira AC, kan, kalau kita kira AC, just boleh kita belajar cost. So AC equal to TC over Q. AR TR over Q. Kalau ingat lagi baca AP, average product, ini tajuk production. Okay, TP divided by labor or any variable input lah. This is output quantity. Ini pun output. Okay, MR, additional income from additional unit of output. So MR equal to changes in TR divided by changes in Q. Okay, so what are the relationship between price, average revenue and marginal revenue? For in perfect market, okay, actually for market structure, there are 4 types of market structure. Nanti kita belajar, okay. There are 4 types of market structure. Perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic, and oligopoly. Okay. So today we just focus on perfect competition and monopoly. Okay, what is meant by perfect competition or monopoly? So for this market structure, individual cannot influence the market price. Okay, because market price is determined by the demand and supply forces. So the price is determined by by demand and supply forces. Okay, penentuan harga barang dalam market structure adalah ditentukan oleh harga pasaran. If demand is high, so the price also high. Okay, and vice versa lah. So look at the table, okay. So it shows this is the quantity, this is price, okay. TR, how to calculate TR, total revenue? Okay, P times Q kan. TR equal to P times Q. So P times Q, 10 times 10 times 1, 10 times 2, 20, 10 times 3, 30, 40, 50. And AR revenue, the formula is AR equal to TR over Q. This is TR. So 10 over 1, 10, 10 or 20 over 2, 10, 30 over 3, 10, semuanya 10. And MR, changes in TR divided by changes in Q. Okay, so kita assume lah quantity 0, price still sama. And there is no total revenue. So this is, there is no marginal revenue lah. And then bila tambah quantity, it shows marginal revenue increase to 10 ringgit. Okay, so how many changes of revenue? 10 minus 0 divided by, 10 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. So the answer is 10. Okay, next is second marginal revenue. Changes in TR kan, 20. Okay, bila tambah lagi output, TR meningkat. So how many changes of revenue? 20 minus 10 divided by 2 minus 1. So dapat 10 juga. Okay, ini pun sama jugalah, semua beza 10. So it shows price equal to AR equal to MR. Okay, tengok ni sama je kan. Harga sama dengan AR sama dengan MR. So this is the curve lah. AR equal to MR equal to or it also demand curve lah. Demand curve is perfectly elastic. Okay, because the price is determined by demand and supply forces. Okay. So senang je kalau nak lukis untuk perfect competition. Okay, kita tengok je ada horizontal line macam ni. So this is perfect competition. Okay, because P equal to AR equal to MR equal to demand curve. Okay, price equal to AR equal to MR. Ni kan sama kan? Price, AR and MR. Sama nilai dia. Sebab tu dia punya curve macam ni. For perfect competition sahaja. Okay. For imperfect market consists of monopoly, oligopoly and monopolistic. So relationship dia between AR and MR are different as compared to perfect market lah. So the value of MR is less than the price and AR. Okay. Okay. Dia punya nilai MR adalah lagi kecil daripada nilai harga dengan AR. So sama juga, this is quantity, this is price. The price is decreasing ataupun berubah-ubah. So how to calculate CR? P times Q. Okay, P times Q. So 10 times 1, 9 times 2, 8 times 4. So dapatlah ni lah. 10, 18, 24, 28, 30. And AR, the formula is TR over Q. Okay, TR 10 over 1, 18 over 2, 24 over 3. So dapat 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And marginal changes in TR divided by changes in Q. Okay, here is 0. So from quantity 0 to 1, so how much MR? So 10 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0, so the answer is 10. Okay, then from 1 to 2 units, TR is increased to 10 to 18. So how many changes of revenue? 18 minus 10 divided by 2 minus 1, so dapat 8. Okay, then 24 minus 18 divided by 3 minus 2, dapat 6, and so on lah. Okay, so when you plot the curve, this is MR curve, this is AR curve. It shows the position MR is lower than position AR ataupun demand curve ataupun price. Ini juga adalah price. Sebab apa? Sebab AR equal to P. Tengok ni sama kan? Yang beza adalah MR. MR nilai dia lagi kurang. So position dia lagi bawah lah daripada AR dengan P. So nak kenal ini monopoli oligopoly monopolistic. Okay, sebenarnya dia bukan sama saja antara tiga-tiga ni. Tapi nanti kita belajar ada beza dia lah. Okay, sebab position MR dia sama. Tapi perfect competition nak kenal dia adalah dia ada horizontal line macam ni. Because AR, P equal to AR equal to MR. Horizontal line. Okay, demand curve is perfectly elastic. But for monopoly dan yang lain, dia punya position MR, AR dah tak sama. Okay. Okay, we move to chapter 7. Sorry, chapter 6. Sorry, ini chapter 6 sebenarnya. Okay, sorry. This is chapter 6. Okay. Okay, first we go to firm. What is mean by firm? Apa dia firm? A firm is institution that buy or hires factors of production and organize them to produce and also sell goods and services lah. So the objective of firm is to minimize cost and to get maximize profit. Okay, maximum profit lah. Okay, so how to determine the profit maximization or equilibrium? A firm is in equilibrium when it earns maximum profit or minimum losses. So there are two approaches. Aggregate approach and marginal approach. Okay, aggregate approach ni profit is maximized when the difference between TR and TC is the largest. Okay, total profit. Okay, nak kira profit mestilah revenue minus cost. Okay, TR total revenue minus total cost. If TR more than TC, so you get profit. Okay, if TR less than TC, so you lost. Okay, rugi lah, kita rugi. Okay, so profit is maximized. Kat mana profit is maximized? When kita dapat the difference between TR and TC is the largest. Okay, example lah. Okay, example dalam table ni. Okay, this is the quantity ataupun output 1, 2, 3, 4. This is TR, so TR dia 50, 50, 50. NTC dia, this is 30, 40, 10, 30. So calculate dia punya profit. Nak kira profit, TR minus TC. Kan? 50 minus 30, 20. 50 minus 40, 10. Ini 40. Ini 20. So which output get the highest profit? The answer is at output number 3. Ni kan? Sebab dia punya perbezaan antara TR adalah paling besar. So profit is maximized when output is number 3. Okay, itu maksud dia profit is maximized at output number 3. Okay, marginal approach, profit is maximized when MC equal to MR. Marginal cost sama dengan marginal revenue. Okay, when MR more than MC, a firm can increase its profit by increasing output. Okay, firm boleh tambah lagi output selagi MR more than MC. If MR less than MC, a firm can reduce its losses by decreasing output. Okay, firm kena kurangkan lah untuk kurangkan rugi. And when MR equal to MC, profits are at maximum. Okay, example lah dia buat table macam ni. Quantity ataupun ini output. 1, 2, 3, 4. So lah dia bagi MR equal to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And MC 3, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so where is the maximum, which output give the maximum profit? The answer is at output number 3. Why? Because MR equal to MC. Itu maksud dia marginal approach. Okay. Ataupun kalau diagram dia, contohnya profit competition, P equal to R equal to MR kan. Okay, MCQ macam mana bentuk MCQ kalau kita belajar kita belajar last class, MC bentuk macam ni. U-shape, okay, tapi dia cross MR. So kat mana MC atau MR? Kat sini kan. So here is equilibrium lah, ataupun profit is maximized when MR equal to MC. Okay, market structure. Okay, what is mean by market structure? Number of or distribution size of buyers and sellers in the market for goods and services. Okay, kita tengoklah ada perbezaan antara number of buyers, size of buyers dalam market tu lah. Okay, the products. Okay, so first we look at the dia punya characteristic dulu. Okay, characteristic for profit competition. Okay, perfect competition. Look at the number of firms. Okay, number of firms, it has a large number of firms. Ada banyak penjual. Okay, there are many sellers and also buyers. Okay, there are many sellers and buyers. Control over price. Okay, siapa sellers yang terdapat dalam market structure ni? None, because it is a price taker, because the price is determined by demand and supply. Sebab harga dia ditengok oleh harga pasaran. Many sellers sell identical products, so no seller can influence the price. Sebab kebanyakan seller dia jual barang yang ada banyak substitute. Okay, seller A jual barang yang sama, seller B jual barang yang sama, seller C, D, E pun jual barang yang sama. Identical product or homogeneous product. So the product are homogeneous. Okay, means we cannot differentiate it in terms of quality, packaging or labeling. Semuanya sama. Tak ada beza. Okay, the products are homogeneous. And in terms of degree of entry and exit, it's very easy to enter the market. Easy come, easy go. Okay, nak masuk pasar tu senang. Contohnya lah, nak masuk pasaran tu, nak jual barang ni, barang A ni. Nak jual ikan. Contohnya sekarang jual ikan menguntungkan. Semua orang pakai jual ikan. And then pada satu masa jual ikan merugikan. Semua orang boleh keluar daripada pasaran tu. Itu maksudnya. It's very easy to enter or exit from the market. Okay, and in terms of price of demand, so infinite ataupun demand curve is perfectly elastic. Tadi kita tengok kan dia punya tadi tu kan demand curve is perfectly elastic kan. D equal to, ini adalah demand curve, ataupun P equal to AR ataupun equal to MR. Okay, example fish. Okay, cuba tengok fish dekat pasaran. Kalau pergi pasar, okay, setiap gerai tu jual ikan kembung. Okay, ikan kembung, okay, colour dia semua sama kan, betul tak? Colour dia bukan macam colour kelabu macam tu tak? Colour kelabu macam tu kan, colour kelabu putih macam tu. Ada ikan kembung colour hijau? Tak ada. Semuanya colour yang sama. Okay, kita assume semua fresh lah. Okay, so semua seller jual, harga dia kalau jual RM10, semua jual RM10. Sebab kalau seller tu jual lebih tinggi daripada harga tu, mesti kedai dia tak laku. Sebab dia jual substitute good juga. Okay, cuba tengok ada tak orang tagkan ikan tu, ikan ini ikan brand Jovian Mendagi, ini ikan jenama Crescent, ini ikan jenama apa LV. Tak ada kan, semua sama, tak ada labeling, tak ada packaging. Adakah orang pakai bungkus ikan pakai packaging je, dia pakai hamper? Adakah ikan tu pakai contact lens? Tak ada, barang tu sama, the product are standardized, homogeneous. Okay, tak ada label-label. Okay, example dia fish. Okay, so now so every firm will enjoy three types of profit actually. Okay, okay, so kita sambung dengan next video.